Around we went through last year, not watching Caitlin Clark for 75% of the season. Many fans don't want to go through the same song and dance again. We went through it last year. We don't want to go through it this year. Furthermore, with how this team, how this organization, how this coach doesn't protect their star player, it ain't good. Stephanie White waits for Caitlin Clark to get injured to finally stick up to the refs, to finally...
Leaked from the league's primary servers reveals an absolute catastrophe. The moment the formal 20,000 fan boycott application was officially validated, digital streaming metrics and live gate receipts crashed by a historic, unprecedented margin worldwide. The establishment is now forced to confront the brutal, undisguised reality that their actual market valuation without their central star is effectively 0%. For years, arrogant executives convinced themselves that the brand itself was the primary entity drawing the crowds. But this massive fan uprising has violently proven that the entire financial infrastructure of modern women's basketball was being carried entirely on the shoulders of a single generational phenomenon. The physical reality inside the arenas tonight tells the ultimate story of this historic system collapse. Arenas that were once roaring with record-breaking, sold-out crowds have suddenly transformed into echoing, completely deserted concrete caverns as thousands of fans actively refuse to cross the turnstiles. The economic engine of the concession stands, the parking facilities, and the local stadium economies has completely ground to a halt because the collective fan base has decided, that compliance is no longer an option. The chant echoing across every major sports network is clear and absolute. If the league refuses to protect the integrity of the game and actively allows hostile coaches to execute personal vendettas on the court, the consumers will completely starve the system of the capital it needs to survive.
Damn, the fans officially, you can look at how empty it is in here. Just look at how empty it is in here, man. The fans officially no-showed. They officially no-showed this game. They no-showed this game, you guys. They wanted nothing to do with this. You can see all of these empty seats. Just damn. Just damn. I'm going to get into this one too. Take a look at this. You look at all these empty seats just right here. It's empty seats. Look, I'm going to zoom in for you guys. It is empty seats everywhere, guys. Everywhere. Bad. Real bad. Hold on. Let me get that sound out of there.
It is a brilliant, devastating demonstration of consumer power that has left coaching staffs and referee associations trapped in a state of absolute defensive terror. But the most explosive layer of this entire corporate nightmare lies within the specific details of the upcoming legal depositions that are about to force top-tier officials into a court of law under oath. Whistleblowers from within the officiating associations have leaked frantic internal communications proving that specific referee crews were explicitly told to look the other way during moments of extreme physical escalation on the court, allowing rival players to cross the line of professional safety in a desperate attempt to suppress the historic statistical dominance of a rookie icon. The fans are no longer just demanding a public apology.
Rephrase. Caitlin Clark fans. Woo-wee. They're out. They're out. No Caitlin, no reason to stay. Yeah, my status out until Caitlin Clark returns. Sneaky Pete, well, fishing is better at this point anyway. No doubt. Do not put her in for the Mercury game. That one to sit her out. Well, we'll have to see. That's going to be interesting if that ends up being her first game back. Then we're going to have to be like, okay, what the hell's going on here, really? Are you really, truly, is there a conspiracy to get her hurt? If you put her back in, I think she's either going to miss all week or she's going to play the first game of that back-to-back and miss the Mercury game. Maybe.
They are actively demanding the immediate termination of the coaching staff and the permanent banning of the compromised officials who allowed personal jealousy to dictate the outcome of professional games. The legal applications are piling up by the thousands every single hour, and the corporate lawyers representing the franchises have openly admitted behind closed doors that there is absolutely no legal precedent to stop this incoming tidal wave of consumer litigation. The panic is now spreading like wildfire through the entire sporting industry as major television networks prepare to issue massive breach of contract lawsuits against the league for failing to deliver the historic audience ratings that were explicitly guaranteed in their multi-billion-dollar broadcast agreements.
Just too hard to watch with no CC. Oh yeah, it's a tough watch. Great, I don't have to watch then. Fans also out, sick and tired of this pathetic franchise and garbage league. So I'll make other plans for the night since CC is out. My status out till CC returns. Caitlin is out. Think I'll check out an evening movie. Damn. She needs to immediately walk away. I wouldn't want to play in this league either. Why watch then? Give us a reason. Wow, if CC is out, so am I. Wow. Then you have them posting this road trip starts now. You got Caitlin Clark's replacement on the flyer. Her replacement on the flyer. Not Kelsey, not Sophie, not Aaliyah. Her replacement on the flyer. Folks, they're telling you in plain sight. They don't want her there. They want Ty Harris.
Tonight, with the stadium seats completely empty and the national television ratings experiencing a catastrophic vertical drop, the board of directors is staring at an irreversible deficit that threatens to bankrupt multiple franchises before the current calendar year even concludes. The collective silence of the fans has ended, replacing the corporate narrative with a fierce, uncompromising demand for absolute transparency and immediate institutional house cleaning. This massive mobilization of consumer power has fundamentally rewired how professional sports operate, proving that modern fans will no longer accept a rigged product designed to protect outdated corporate hierarchies at the expense of true athletic excellence.
Trade agreement, coaching, management. Hey, don't leave out assault. Let's not leave out assault now. That's part of it. See, seriously. Has the Indiana Fever front office and head coach decided to respect fans yet? Of course not. Of course not. I don't care. Even their head coach is supporting this behavior. What a disgrace to sports. It's not worth watching without Caitlin. Fans just ain't having this. I mean, they're just not. They're dead set on pushing all these fans that showed up. They're dead set on pushing them right back out the door. Oh, you don't agree with our ideology? Well, we're not. We don't want you as a fan base. Isn't that's wild? There was no reason for Stephanie White to have went on that lunatic rant. None. And she should have fully backed her player. She should have never come out publicly and backed Alyssa Thomas. That was gross.
We are officially standing at the absolute historic turning point for professional sports entertainment. The arrogant establishment attempted to exploit a massive historic cultural phenomenon while simultaneously trying to protect their old, outdated hierarchies. And now they are being forced to watch their entire empire dissolve into absolute financial irrelevance. The bright lights of the stadium rafters will now shine down on completely empty rows. The executive suites will remain permanently trapped in a state of high-level crisis. And the history books will record this exact moment as the day the fans successfully revolted to take the game back from the corrupt corporate forces that tried to ruin it. The legal papers have been served. The arenas are completely dark, and the system can no longer escape the devastating real-time consequences of its own toxic corruption.
We've done so much to help the game grow in the course of the last 3 years, and we keep kicking ourselves when we're down. She also talks about how this play happened like last Wednesday, and we're still talking about it, and it's a disservice to the league. Well, Caitlin Clark, nobody else in the league is really worth talking about. I know you don't want to admit it, but nobody else in the league is really worth talking about. She talked about the organization having her back, and the coaching staff has her back. They don't have her back. I don't know why she continues to think that they do. But shout out to Bane. Maybe she actually believes it. Maybe she actually believes that they have her back. Because nobody asked if the coaching staff has her back. She just kind of has been coming out and saying the coaching staff has her back, like trying to prove to us that they have her back, that the organization has her back. Just come out and try to prove to us that they have her back. Nobody asks directly, hey, do you think the coaching staff has her? No, she just comes out and says it, which is interesting. You know, the harassment, the hate, none of that is okay. Things that we've heard her say during the rookie year, I believe, what was it, towards the end of the season during the rookie year, her end of the season press conference, I believe it was, where she said a lot of the same.
The infrastructure is cracking from within, and no amount of public relations spin can fix a baseline dynamic where the entire audience has intentionally walked away from the broadcast. This is a massive high-level institutional meltdown that the mainstream media outlets are actively trying to suppress and censor to protect their deep financial partnerships with the league's top sponsors. If you believe that the paying public has an absolute, undeniable right to know the real, unedited truth behind this historic fan uprising, the massive legal filings, and the total destruction of the league's integrity, smash that subscribe button right now and hit the like button to force this video past their sophisticated algorithmic suppression filters.
Sports fans tune in to see sports. End of story. End of story. And we don't care to be called names because we don't want to see your social activism. We know where you politically stand, and we know where your social causes lay. Y'all have made that very clear. We also have the right to say, you know what? We don't want to see it. Your viewership has tripled, and 2/3 of those viewers that showed up doesn't want to see it. How does that make you feel, Stephanie White? Or do you not realize that?
Before we start with questions, I just want to address, what's going on with AT. I think first and foremost, it's absolutely unacceptable. I think as a league, as a whole, there's been so much more toxicity, racism, homophobia, straight out like nonsense, hate nonsense. And it is absolutely unacceptable. Most of this coming from the online community, most of this, in my heart of hearts, I believe not coming from WNBA fans, Indiana Fever fans. I believe that this is.
Well, I can tell you this. The new fans watching are here for.
Do not let them bury the voices of the 20,000 fans who risked everything to launch this historic boycott. And do not let them silence the truth. Take a screenshot of the most shocking legal detail displayed on your screen right now. Post it across every single digital platform you own. And send this link to every sports fan you know immediately. Because our production team is tracking active corporate copy strikes trying to take this broadcast down within the hour. But the corporate panic gets infinitely more terrifying than a standard legal battle. A brand new highly classified recording has just been intercepted from the inner executive elevators at the league office, capturing the exact frantic words spoken between the commissioner and the head of officiating just seconds after the 20,000th boycott application was officially stamped. Click on the video appearing on your screen right now to witness the hidden camera footage they are desperately trying to erase from the internet.